G, a point A is 40 mm in front of VP and is situated in the fourth quadrant. Its shortest distance from the intersection of XY and X1, Y1 is 45 mm. Draw its projections and also find its distance. Now here, so he says a point A is in front of VP and is situated in fourth quadrant. Since it is in fourth quadrant, so you have the horizontal plane and you have the vertical plane, and I have considered a left profile plane. So and is situated in front of VP, which can be seen in the horizontal plane. And its shortest distance from the intersection of XY and X1, Y1 is 45 mm. So that is from this, it is 45 mm. When you look from the left side view, so it is in front, so obviously in front of LPP, it can be seen from the right side view. So that distance of shortest distance from here to here is projected directly onto the profile view, which will be radius 45. It's 45 mm. Draw its position, also find its distance. So here, since we don't know the distance with respect to the profile plane, so we can take whatever the distance we want, that is any distance. Then when you look from the top view, we can see the distance in front of VP. When it is projected onto the horizontal plane, it will be from here to here, it is 40 mm. Now the distance below HP we don't know, that is the one which we need to find out. So we know the distance in front of VP, and also we know the distance from shortest distance from the intersection of XY and X1, Y1. So so if you look from the left side view, that is from the right side view on the left profile plane, so this will be the shortest distance from the intersection of XY. So this is the XY line, so you have this line, and also we have this line, which is the intersection of XY and X1, Y1. So we have this line as the intersection of X1, Y1, and this is X1, Y1. So here, so since we don't know what is the distance with respect to the profile plane, so it can be any distance. So we need to find out this. So here, once we know the distance, the shortest distance, and also this, so we can be easily, you will be able to find out the distance below HP, which will be seen in VP. So that is the distance which we need to find out, which will be equal to L is equal to question mark. So when you cut it here and rotate it, so what happens? Distance behind VP, which will be the distance in front of VP, which is seen in HP, will go down. So naturally the distance in front of VP, which was here, will going to come into effect, which is from here. So when this becomes horizontal, so when it is LPP is rotated to the left side and the HP down, so in front of VP, which will be vertical here, so when this rotated, it becomes vertical. So when LPP is rotated to the left side, so this distance in front of VP will going to become horizontal, which is as shown here, which is in front of VP, which will be here, and the distance from the intersection of XY and X1, Y1 line, so that is this distance will be here. So this is the one which is going to be that distance. Now so always when you look from the right side view, so A dash and A double dash both will going to be on the same line. So we will be able to find out A double dash only in the profile view. So to do that, first when both VP and H will be below the XY line and LPP on the left side, so here the distance with respect to the profile plane, which can be any distance, will be seen in both VP and HP. So we consider from the X1, Y1 line, draw a vertical projector at some distance from the profile plane. Then the distance in front of VP is 40 mm. So we will going to measure from the XY line the distance in front of VP, which will be on HP. Since HP is below XY line, so it will be below XY line. So you mark that point. Since the image is on horizontal plane, so you are going to get small a. Then the distance in front of VP is the vertical distance which was in the horizontal plane. So you project this directly onto the end of the horizontal plane. So this will be the distance in front of VP, which is 40 mm. So we need to transfer this into horizontal distance. So from here you draw an inclined line at an angle of 45 degrees, so that this vertical distance of in front of VP will going to become the horizontal distance. So now we have fixed this distance. So once we fix this distance, then from here you draw a vertical projector down. Once you draw a vertical projector down, we don't know where exactly this point A double dash will go into cuts. So the distance, the shortest distance from the intersection of xy and x1 y1 line. So this is xy and this is x1 y1 line. So this will going to be the shortest distance. With this as center, take a radius of 45. Cut an arc way on this vertical projector where it will going to cut. So that point will going to become a double dash. So this distance will going to become the below HP. That is the one which we need to find out. Then you draw a horizontal projector from here, so that it will going to cut this vertical projector at some point. So that point will going to become a dash, because a double dash and a dash both will going to be on the same line. So you measure the distance from this point to a dash, which will be the distance below HP, which need to be found out. So this is how we will be able to find this is how we will be able to analyze the problem in 3 dimension, and also when the horizontal and the left profile plane being rotated. Now we will go to solve the problem by using the manual sketch that is in the sketchbook. So here first we are going to draw a xy line and x1 y1 line and mark VP, HP and LPP as shown. So this is also again a written RPP, it should be LPP. So then point here. So here since we have not known the distance with respect to the profile plane, so you can take whatever the distance you want and then draw a vertical projector. Then the distance in front of VP is given, which is A. This is in front of VP, which is A, which is 40 mm. So from the XY line you measure 40 mm and mark this point. So this is in front of VP is seen in HP. Since the image is on HP, so we are going to get the top view. You make it as small a, because he has given it as point A. So you use the notation as A here. So this will be small a. So this is the top view. So always on the top view you have to project 45 degree line. So then from here draw a 45 degree line adjacent to HP. Why? Because this 45 degree this in front of VP of 40 mm has to be transferred into horizontal distance. So from here you draw a horizontal projector to the 45 degree line, because this is the top view, it's not the front view. So so front view and side view both will going to be on the same line, but so the top view is always projected to 45 degree line. So from the point A, that is the top view A, draw a horizontal projector onto 45 degree line, wherein the in front of VP vertical distance has been transferred into the horizontal distance, and then you project upwards here, and then take the radius of 45 mm, that is the shortest distance from the intersection of both xy and x1 y1 line. So which is that this is the xy line and this is the x1 y1 line. The shortest distance of this will going to be seen in the profile view. With this as center, take the radius of 45 and cut a arc on this vertical projector where it is been extended to the top side. So where it cuts, so you will go to get that point, that will be a double dash. Then draw a horizontal projector from a double dash to the front view where it will going to cut this vertical projector. So that point will going to become a dash. Then you measure the distance from here to give the dimension from here to here, which is L is equal to question mark. So this is the distance from this point to a dash. So this distance will going to be the distance below HP. So here the answer that is need to be found out, wherein L is equal to 20.62 if you are doing it in computer. If you are doing it manually, L will be equal to 21 mm. So then give the dimensions and show the directions of projections from P towards the left side onto 45 degree line, and from this point you draw a vertical projector upwards, then show the upward arrowhead Then from A double dash, you draw a horizontal projector to the front view where it will quote this vertical projector. So you show the arrow from left to right. Then this point will going to become A dash. Then measure the distance by using the scale from here to this point. L is equal to 21 if you are doing it in manual drawing. So then show the dimension, the distance behind, the distance in front of VP, which is the distance between this point to the top view, which will going to be 40 mm. So this is how we will be able to solve this problem with the shortest distance in fourth quadrant.